Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. Alright, now here's two videos that I came across earlier this morning that I found interesting and I wanted to share them with you. Now the reason that I found them interesting is because in both videos both frauditors get arrested. Now, that's not really all that I found interesting. In this first video here, it's dealing with good citizen news. You're going to see him run up on a police officer that apparently was in the middle of doing something in his patrol vehicle. And now, mind you, picture this in your head, guys. The officer is in a parking lot where it's not really fully lit up, let's say, kind of dark. He was in the middle of doing something. He had I think he had a prisoner in the back seat or whatsoever. And here comes Good Citizen News and News Now Ninja. Want to play that, they call it flip the script. I'm sure you guys seen other frauditors do it, that they run up to a police officer and they start asking them questions as of the same way police officers question citizens when they get pulled over. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen frauditors do that before, and they call it flipping the script. I've seen it, okay? Anyway, pay attention to what he says, because the way he puts it is as if he was unlawfully arrested. Okay? Now, mind you, we all know these guys. Every time they get arrested, they try to justify it, that they were unlawfully arrested. Okay? It just happens to be that the police officer just said, screw this, I'm going to arrest you for the hell of it. And no, they didn't do anything. They were innocent. I mean, you know, that's the way they communicate. Let's check out the video. And again, I say, pay attention to the shit that comes out of his mouth and his actions, and you tell me if he didn't deserve to get arrested. Let's kick this video off.
Hey, it's 17:04 p.
Alright guys, do you see anybody in the back of this car? Because I sure don't. Even looking back at the video and zooming in, I don't see anybody in the back of this car. I just see an empty rear seat.
We got one of our buddies there in the back. $17.43. Filling out his paperwork.
Notice the red light in the car. Okay, this is why we thought he was just running radar. He wasn't doing anything else, nor did he have emergency lights on. So how are we supposed to know anything was going on?
That's a good citizen over there. Ninja's working up behind him.
Alright guys, I want y'all to notice something very specific here. Look how the beam of my flashlight is narrow. It's not wide.
You got any drugs in the vehicle?
Alright, so let me pause the video here for a minute. Try to imagine that that's you. You're the officer in that police vehicle, and out of nowhere, some guy you don't know comes knocking on your window, flashing his flashlight at you, talking about, do you got drugs in your vehicle? Do you got drugs in your vehicle? Really? I mean, I can't believe he did this. I mean, this is like plain stupidity. I mean, if you look at the whole big scenery there, it looks like something out of the movies, no? It truly does. It looks like something out of the movies where somebody was going to go knock off a police officer, and they caught the officer right in the middle of doing his paperwork or whatever. I mean, shit, I wouldn't even fault the officer if he would have pulled out his gun and, you know, hey, you know, really, if you look at the big picture there, that was plain stupidity. And that telling his subscribers about, look, my flashlight beam is set on narrow or whatever, that doesn't justify shit. This is not something you do to an officer. You don't do it to anybody, realistically. You don't do this shit to nobody. But hey, and then he wants to know why he got arrested. I mean, this contributed to it. This is not the whole thing. Let's get back to the video and see more stupidity. Really, more stupidity.
You got drugs in the vehicle? Can you please keep your hand? Can you please keep your hands on the steering wheel so I can see them? That's not in your face. This officer has a problem with the same thing they do to us, guys. Put a flashlight.
Now, if you look very closely, you can see that the red light is still shining on his head. If my white light was shining on his head, you wouldn't see any red light. He's lying. The beam of my flashlight is pointed down at his hands for citizen safety.
On them, they don't like it. I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle and show me your license, sir. You have a license for me?
Alright guys, so even when I moved and came back, you can still see that the main beam of my flashlight is on the door here. It's reflecting back at the camera that's recording.
You got your license and insurance?
Sorry, right now you're interfering with an investigation. I have a suspect in the back seat.
You do? Okay.
Alright, so this officer just said, "Sir, you're interfering with an investigation. I've got a suspect in the back seat and I need you to back up."
Well, you could have told me that then. Okay, I do see somebody in the back seat. Okay.
I barely saw him. The suspect's laying down, that's why.
Yeah, he's leaning down.
Yeah.
What investigation? He's already got the guy under fucking in the back of his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said I was interfering
He
because I was
hasn't.
asking him if he had any drugs in the vehicle, and he said yeah. He said he had drugs.
Yeah.
He said yeah. How can I help you?
The guy's crouched down though, you can't see him when you
Yeah, I
come
didn't see him
up.
when I walked by, and I had the light all the way around. Like I lit him up all the way around.
All right, so keep in mind, all this little bullcrap that's going on here is going to contribute to him getting arrested. Now, I'm sure you guys heard the officer tell him, "Stop flashing the light in my face." And here he is stating to his subscribers, "Look, I'm aiming at the door, not the officer, the door." But just a few seconds ago here, he stated that I lit up the whole inside of the vehicle. Apparently, that's how he saw the suspect laying in the back seat. So, I mean, come on. Here you're saying one thing and now another in a matter of seconds. You just caught him in a lie, no? And apparently the suspect that's laying in the back seat must be there giving information to the police officer. Hey, confidential informant, huh? Apparently he don't want to end up on YouTube giving information to the officer.
Yeah,
The guy in the back crouched down when he saw people coming, so.
Oh, they arrested him?
Yeah.
The car, he says he's interfering with an investigation. The dude's already in the back of the car. There's no crime scene tape up, so and speech is not interference.
Well, interference also involves you coming into the middle of it, and I do believe that it requires criminal neglect or criminal negligence.
What, how am I supposed to know the guy's in the back of the car?
What if fireflies distracted him? Would they, you know, like... So there is someone in the back of this here vehicle, and I'm guessing he's been arrested for drugs, possibly, because the citizen said that this officer admitted that he had some drugs.
Yeah, like I walked up to the window. I was like, "Hey, come to the vehicle tonight?" And he's like, "Yeah, how can I help you?" Like he was trying to offer me some or something.
Number what?
1704 feet. 1704.
Yeah, so 1704, but it's P on the sides. I do believe I've seen this one on a couple of calls because
His body came on.
I don't believe.
See the lights and the wrench.
Yeah, you know that's funny. You don't usually get to see the. You don't usually get to see the recording lights.
Oh, they're driving in the opposite way of traffic, guys. That's the exit.
Yeah, that seems a little unsafe.
They had to back up and park because that's not the way they come in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when you're all excited, oh, it sounds like they got more friends coming.
probably.
Yeah. They're lit up over there.
Alright guys, so this other uniformed officer has walked over here to speak to Officer Martinez about what happened, and I walk over there to capture what they're saying on video. That's not interference, but as you'll see here, he threatens me with interference again for taking video, and so again, I back up. Even though I don't have to, because it's lawful for me to video record police in the course of their duty.
Alright, so for those of you that have been watching my videos for a while, you guys know that I like cop watching. If done properly, I think cop watching benefits both parties. It works for both parties, my opinion. If the citizen happens to come across a rogue police officer, well, then he has that cop watcher there as a witness. Now, God forbid that knucklehead getting pulled over ends up doing some harm to the police officer. Again, we have the cop watcher that can help the police find that, you know, the bad guy. Got it all on video. Okay, so like I said, if done properly, I think cop watching is a good thing. But this is not cop watching, okay? These guys are talking all this bull crap that they have, it's law that we're allowed to video police officers and their course of duties and all that bull crap. But that's not what they're doing. What they've been doing is from the minute they got there with the officer, made contact with the officer, all they've been doing is screwing with him. Okay, knocking on the window, flashing a flashlight in his face, talking about, do you got drugs in your vehicle? Playing that bullshit stupidity game. So that's not like you're recording the officer while he's working. You know, I understand that. I've heard that from many frauditors. They have the right to record officers while they're working, and I think the officers really don't mind either, as long as you don't interfere while they're doing their job. But again, I say, the shit that these guys are doing here, News Now Ninja and this guy here, you could tell by watching their videos, they are purposely going out there doing stupidity shit just to get the clout, just to get the YouTube fame, just to make videos. They don't take their shit serious, in my opinion. They don't take what they're doing serious. I'm sure you guys will agree with that. And again, I'm going to say, from the minute they made contact with this officer, it's all been like a joke. Let's screw with this officer. They're not recording his while he's working, like documenting his work or whatever. They're being assholes.
Alright, so Officer Martinez is about to lie and say that I shined the light at his head, but as you can see in the video, I never did that. And with this, they're going to arrest me.
Alright, so let me ask you guys, doesn't it seem like this guy, Good Citizen News, is looking to get arrested? Doesn't it come off that way? I mean, you can notice that the officer just called for backup. You got 4 more officers there now on scene. I don't know, but me, I would notice, hold on, the officer just called for backup. I've been screwing with the cop. Let me get out of there. But apparently this guy, you see him standing behind the vehicle recording them. I don't know. What do you guys think, right? No? Wouldn't you say that this guy intentionally wants to get arrested? I think I've even seen comments out there that when these guys get arrested, it's like a badge of honor. Now, that shit don't make no sense at all. To have your name in the system that you're getting arrested left and right? I mean, come on. I mean, shit, that does not make any sense, no?
Alright, so I hear them say, alright, so we're just arresting him then. They come on over towards me, and I see them coming. I put my stuff down, turn around, put my hands behind my back, and I tell Ninja to come get my stuff. Lieutenant Caldwell said no, they would keep my cameras for evidence, but as we've called and later found out, they have never been returned to property or evidence.
All right, I say it again. I think this guy intentionally wanted to get arrested. Truly, after watching this video, I honestly feel he wanted to get arrested. Just his actions alone. I mean, to go up to an officer's window, knock on the window, flash a flashlight in the officer's face. Do you got drugs in your vehicle? And then turn around, try to justify shit to his subscribers that we were there documenting the officer while he was at work or whatever. That's bullshit. You know, they were screwing with the officer from the minute they got there. And then shit, noticing that the officer called for backup, I would have left. I would have left. And News Now Ninja, he's sitting on the sideline. I mean, he's smart. He ain't gonna do stupid shit. He don't want to get arrested. And in my opinion, he's doing the shit like PayPal Patty did to News Now Omaha. Omaha is stupid. Let's use them. Let's use them to get the content, and we make money off the, making videos off of them. And apparently, to me, that's what News Now Ninja is doing to Good Citizen News. This Good Citizen News is dumb, my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on his video, and let's jump to Bay Area Transparency's arrest. Okay? Now, mind you, this is his arrest that happened in August, but he didn't want to show the video till now. And he wants to make a big deal about this, guys. He wants to take it to trial, and the hearing is going to be done through Zoom, like with Sean, okay? And he wants to broadcast it on YouTube. Oh, my God, this guy, he's thinking big. Listen, if you guys are familiar with Bay Area Transparency, please. You think Sean is bad? This guy's worse. My opinion, he is worse. Let's check out the video, and it'll speak for itself.
What's going on, Bay fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency, and we're back at it once again. And for this video, we're in the city of Medford, Oregon. This is my arrest video where I was arrested outside of the Medford Police Department. I even put the municipal code, which you will see is unconstitutional, in this video and went over it. But the code basically says, so you guys understand, that you can be asked to leave public or private property, whether it's open to the public at the time or not, for basically any reason. It says a lawful directive, but it doesn't define what a lawful directive is. So an officer can basically tell you to leave the police department because he doesn't like your shirt color, because he doesn't like your skin color, because he doesn't like your haircut, for any reason, and you have to leave. And if not, you can be trespassed. But we're going to see that this is basically an ego-driven arrest. There was no need for the arrest. I was literally just trying to ask the officer questions. I was in cuffs very, very fast, right? I wasn't refusing to leave. I was just trying to talk to him. As a matter of fact, I was even walking out of the little lot where we were at until he stopped me and talking. I went to court yesterday, Bay fam, and I went ahead and pled not guilty. I went to my arraignment in Medford Municipal Court via Zoom, and so we are going to go ahead and head to trial, and I'm going to try to broadcast this trial for you guys. We're going to try to record and broadcast live. If I can get all that set up, we're going to put in a request. I need to hire a lawyer for this. Hopefully we're going to get a good lawyer out in Oregon. I'm not going to hire the lawyer unless it's a really good lawyer and they're ready to take this to trial. And we're going to try to get this municipal code overturned if we can. So anyway.
All right, so after listening to him plead his case, I'm sure you guys realize that he is trying to imply that he was unlawfully arrested, as all frauditors do. Now, I did look up that municipal code under the Milford, Oregon Municipal Code under Chapter 5.250. And yes, the officers do have the right to trespass someone from public. And that pisses him off because if you guys are familiar with his videos, this guy specializes in going to parole offices, police departments, and Oh my God, the shit that this guy does, and he gets away with it. He gets away with it. And I tell you, I stopped watching his video a long time ago. I cannot watch his videos. It just gives me high blood pressure. I mean, really, it makes my blood boil. This guy really affects me. That I just stay away from his videos. But being that he got arrested, I said, let me check it out. And I found it interesting, and I wanted to share it with you. So let's check it out. But pay attention to what he does, guys, because listen, the shit that he does in this video, in my opinion, is shady. Big time shady. Now, I know some of it, like recording the license plates, guys. Listen, the license plates of the officers as they're going into the parking garage, okay? These are officers in their personal vehicles, okay? It's not a police vehicle, it's their personal vehicles. Why would you record their license plate and splatter it on YouTube? Really? You know what I mean? You're pretty much you're I don't know. I don't even want to make accusations, but you guys get an idea. He's recording the locations of the cameras outside of their building, the police department. I mean, you put all that shit together, you would think he was giving the bad guys like here's a detailed description of this police department if you guys ever want to go in there and screw with these cops really bad. You know what I'm getting at, guys? Check out the video. I'm not going to commentate until the very end, but check out the shit that he does and tell me if it's not shady.
Police parking. Authorized parking only. That's cool. Police parking, but could definitely be right here though. Oh, there we go. We got a truck going in. I was kind of waiting for a vehicle to go in here. Medford, Oregon. Let's check them out. Got that one. Kind of take pictures around the outside. There is a camera there. Go ahead and check it out down the way, big fam. Bear with me, baby. Community service officer parking. Alright, you got one community service officer tell the other one what I was doing and alright, looks like maybe we got a shift change or something. Alright, another officer coming in. Let's go ahead and hop in here and take some pictures. We had one just pass me while this one comes in. We got one coming out, it looks like. Probably get a couple good ones. We got one coming out here. thing open. Quick as hell.
Can I help you with something?
Excuse me. Probably 10 to 15. No, I'm good. Appreciate you. Let's get a couple pictures. How you doing? Awesome. Then we can get some up in the inside here.
Back up.
What was that?
This is private property.
This is private property?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like I'm out of your way.
Move to the sidewalk.
Why is that? But I don't understand. Why is that, sir?
This property cannot be owned.
What? Where does it say that? Anywhere? Well, what's your name?
I'm telling you to move back to the sidewalk.
I know. What's your name? Should be able to get your name, right?
I'm gonna arrest you for trespassing, sir. My name's Sergeant Venables.
You're arresting me for trespassing?
I will if you don't move the sidewalk.
Where are the trespassing signs, sir?
Move to the sidewalk.
I'm asking you a question. And
I'm
what was your
giving you
name?
5 seconds to move or you're going to jail for trespass.
What was that?
Everything's recorded.
I know, I'm recording everything
Okay.
too. But if you guys can show me where the signs are.
Right over there, sidewalk is public property.
And this is too. Who's this owned by?
This is not. you
This
cannot
is owned
see
by
it.
who?
This is private
This
property.
is owned by who?
Step to the sidewalk. I'm
How
telling you.
is the public
You're under
police?
arrest.
Okay, go ahead.
Trespass.
All right, now, so after watching this video, tell me that it didn't look shady to you guys. A lot of the shit that he didn't raise flags with you guys. I mean, documenting the locations of the cameras, plopping himself in front of the parking garage, recording vehicles going in, coming out. When he would record the vehicles, he made a big effort in zooming in on the license plate. And then he throws it all on YouTube. I mean, I ask myself these questions. What's his true intentions? You're throwing it on YouTube here, and who's watching it? Thousands, millions of people. And to me, some of those vehicles were police officers in their personal vehicles. And we all know police officers in their line of work, they kind of piss off some people like drug dealers and bad guys. Okay, so, I don't know. My opinion, police officers in their personal vehicles would be something I personally wouldn't record unless I had a hard-on with police. And if you guys, like I said before, if you guys are familiar with this guy's videos, this guy specializes in screwing with the police. He goes to their police departments and plays that bull crap about this is public. I'm allowed here and you can't do a damn thing about it. I'm on public property, but not Milford, Oregon. They have a municipal code that gives the officers some power, and good for them. Good for them. More police departments should have this same municipal code. More states. I think states need to communicate with each other on the growing of these frauditors. I mean, apparently, certain prosecutors dropping the ball on these guys, letting these guys get away with shit because they don't want to spend the money and the time to take them to trial. And, I mean, come on now. I mean, I don't know. Does the government understand that these guys are growing? The hatred is growing for government. And if they don't step in and do something to curtail them, we're going to have another revolution. Now, if they had good intentions, I think I would honestly support them. But these guys don't have good intentions. They truly don't. My opinion, they don't. Let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I will see you in my next video.